Hey guys, so I am so excited to be filming this video right now. I feel like I haven't done a sit down video in a really long time, so this may go really bad in the sense of my head is going to be in 5 million different directions. But today I'm going to be telling you all about my Ellen experience, and I have probably wanted to film this video for a solid 7-8 years at this point. And I'm going to throw it back a little bit to a video that I made years ago when I got to go to Ellen's farewell tour for her chairs. So, roll the clip. I was just there because I knew that, I just would have a chance to be some way a part of the Ellen DeGeneres show, and that is enough for me. And I hope one day when I go to LA that I'll have the chance to see Ellen live. So as you can see, my love for Ellen has been going on for a very, very, very long time, and I mentioned that in the video when I realized that I got the tickets to the Ellen show, so catch up on all those. I'll put cards here and the links will be in the description for all of my Ellen videos. But if you did not know, I got to go to an Ellen DeGeneres taping in Los Angeles and it was absolutely amazing. So I'm going to take you from the beginning of the day to the end of the day and just tell you how it all works and insert any clips that I have that weren't in the previous vlog already. So basically I had the ticket time to get there at 11:30, but everything that I read online and everything that I had Googled had said to get there as early as you wanted. So I rather have been there early than late, and we got there a little bit too early. We got there I think around like 9:45, 10ish, and basically security was like, oh, we're not really doing anything yet. So we went to like this local breakfast place and got breakfast before we had to go back and actually get ready for the show. From what I had read, the show was going to start taping at 1. But that was not really the case for my show for some reason. So we were there at 11:30 and you basically go in like this parking garage and like this outside area. There's like chairs and there's screens where they turn on Ellen, and you basically just sit there for a very long time. Finally, the audience producer or the audience like team would come out and they were talking to us, but nothing really happened from that. I want to say it was like around 12:30 that we finally started getting like told things and told what was going on. So the audience team would walk around this parking garage area. There was a food stand and there was like all these benches, and they started randomly talking to people and picking people to talk to them before we went inside. I still don't know what they just like spoke to those people about. I have zero clue, but they did grab a bunch of groups and talk to them in like a corner. No idea why. There was no like rhyme or reason to it. It didn't look like they were picking like specific people. I don't know. If you've ever gone and it happened to you, then let me know in the comments what it was. I'm so curious. We sat there and then we had to go in line and we got a number. Basically they told us that that number did not determine where you were going to sit, and I kind of knew that already because when I went to taping of The View in New York, the audience department picks where you sit. It's no like first come first serve. The audience department really gets to pick who they want where type thing. They basically told us, do not rush to the front. Your number does not determine where you are sitting, but you'll get a number and then you'll sit back down. So honestly, we didn't go inside and nothing really happened until about like 1:15, maybe 1:20-ish, and we were just like, wow, like what is going on? Why is it taking so long? So finally we start lining up. It goes in orders of like VIP was first, and then the people that they spoke to in the corner went, and then numbers 1 like through the last number would line up in order. So we line up in order and we walk across the street. You have to walk across the street to the studio, and once we get inside the studio we wait in this like long hallway for another like 10 minutes, and then once we wait in that long hallway we go into the Ellen shop. So the Ellen shop is where you spend about another 30 minutes before you go into the actual studio, and they tell you multiple times that you are not allowed to take any photos in the studio. So phones have to be away, turned off, everything, or you will be kicked out. In the parking garage also, I kind of missed, that's where they told us who was going to be on the show today. So on my show, they actually told us that they were filming 2 shows with my audience. Well, not 2 full shows, but they filmed 1 full show and then 2 just like interview parts. I guess maybe those people couldn't be there on Monday. So a joke was that one of like the producers said was that we are going to be at Ellen all weekend because we're filming Friday's show and Monday's show. So on the Friday show, we had Drew Barrymore, and a selfie kid from the Super Bowl. And it was super cool because Justin Timberlake actually called into the show and spoke to the selfie kid, so that was super cool. I got to like hear Justin Timberlake, not see him, but hear him. And then on the Monday show was John Krasinski. I probably butchered that, but he's from The Office, and also the director of Lady Bird. They were both on that Monday show, but that was all we saw from the Monday show. So there was nothing else in that one. It was just the interview, so I'm assuming those two people couldn't maybe be there on a Monday. Once we go in from the Ellen shop, you walk up and the lady basically says to me, how many in your party? And I said 2, because it was me and my mom, and she told me just to keep going down because you entered from like the left side of the stage. So she's like, just keep going down, and then the lady on the end told me go down to row 1. And in that moment, my heart just hit the floor. I literally was like, what? I'm sorry, what row? Did you meet to the, are you sure? Are you sure? Me and my mom go down to the front row, like it's me and then Ellen. And like she was probably, no joke, like 10 feet. Like the chairs were maybe 10 feet away from me because, as many of you know, everything looks bigger on TV. So where we were sitting was super close to her and it was absolutely crazy. So we sit there for a little bit, and then finally Twitch comes out, and that's when like the dancing starts. So yes, the rumors that everyone says that you dance the entire time on Ellen, you dance the entire time on Ellen. Like that is not a joke, that is very serious. Every commercial break you dance, the whole beginning you dance, everything is basically dancing. So Twitch came out and started dancing. There were a lot of dance contests to win like t-shirts and stuff. There was like an audience hype man type of person, and he was the one who like conducted the dance competitions where you could win t-shirts. And so it was super, super cool. I was in the first row on the aisle seat, so I was like freaking out and I was so excited because in my head I was thinking about how Ellen dances through the audience, but she doesn't do that anymore, and I did not know that, and I was very, very, very upset and confused. But yeah, she does not dance with the audience anymore, so did not happen. But Twitch did dance with me in the aisle and throughout the whole audience, which was super fun and super cool. It gets the audience super hyped up for when Ellen comes out. And then they really give you no warning as to when Ellen's coming out. It's literally, they just start screaming like, okay, Ellen's coming, like 3, 2, 1. And at that point, everyone is so excited and so hyped that like that's how they get that genuine reaction of everyone. So she comes out, she starts with her monologue, which was absolutely hilarious. Me and my mom were crying laughing. Like it was zero like fake laughter in that audience. No one was telling us to laugh. It was genuine laughter because her monologue was so funny. After her monologue, she goes and just sits in her chairs, and like I said, no dancing, and the show starts. And basically, you know, every break we stand up and clap. The way that the Ellen show works is that she basically tapes the normal hour, so she doesn't like, you know, redo takes and redo things. She literally tapes for an hour as if it's live, but it's not live. It goes up the next day. So every commercial break was about 3 to 4 minutes, just like a normal commercial break. Every time she would read, you know, her script or whatever, she did the first take. There was no redos, so it was really genuine, and you know, there was no like, oh, I messed up, can we do it again? It was nothing like that. One thing that my mom mentioned, which I kind of understood, but she doesn't really okay, so my SD card ran out of space, got a new one, continuing. So she doesn't really interact with the audience at all, like not throughout breaks or anything. She basically, during breaks, she takes time to read the lines that she's about to do, and that's pretty much it. And like, I totally get it if she had like to interact with the audience. She couldn't do that in the 3-minute commercial break that we have. At the end of the show, she did say thank you and say everything to us, which was super sweet. Like, she did basically say like a whole thank you for being here. So throughout the show, it's pretty normal. You just kind of sit there and watch her as if you're watching it on TV, but instead she's 10 feet in front of you. Every single time the audience laughs, it's genuine. No one's telling us to laugh. No one's telling us to, you know, cheer. So basically each taping is an hour. Like I said, she films the exact time of how long her show is. Since we did film 2 shows, one was an hour, and then the other one was, I want to say, like 30 minutes-ish, because like I said, she didn't do the whole thing the second time. It was just the interviews. But yeah, we were in there for like a solid hour 45, and it was so funny. So the second show, she had John Krasinski on. I could be completely saying that wrong, by the way. She had him on from The Office, and she scared him in the episode. But basically, we got to see like them come out and set up the little, like the fake desk. And I said to my mom when they were doing it, oh my god, she's gonna scare someone. My mom was like, I don't think so, I don't think so. And soon enough, like, he did, but we didn't know it was gonna happen. He didn't, like, John did not know it was gonna happen. So when you see Ellen scare people on her show, it is 100% genuine and real. It's not staged, it's not fake. She is really scaring the life out of them. And even the whole audience didn't know it was gonna happen. So I screamed because I was like, oh my God. Like, I had no idea when it was coming. I saw them setting it up, but obviously you don't know when it's gonna happen. So that was super funny, and you know, you always see her scaring people on her show. To see it in real life, it was like, wow. But basically that's it for like how the whole show situation works. So of course, the main thing that I thought about when I was leaving was, I want to see myself on the show. So like I said, it films a day before it airs. So we were there on Thursday, and that show went up Friday, and then there was also one on Monday, like I said. So for the one on Monday, none of my audience was really in, but the one on Friday, of course we were. And in the beginning of the episode, like the very beginning, it is just a full wide, like whole screen shot of me and my mom. And like, that is so crazy to me. In the video from years ago when I went to Ellen's farewell tour for her chairs, I was so excited because like literally just my face was on the TV, and that wasn't even like at Ellen, that was at just like a thing for the Ellen show. Roll that clip real quick. And all you see is my little potato face in the crowd, and I got so excited. I mean, my entire family was screaming. We were so excited. I mean, like, yeah, it may have just been like my tiny little face, but it meant the world to me. One time when I went to LA, I waited in like a line for 5 hours in the freezing cold to try to get on Ellen, and it didn't happen. So this was the biggest deal to me. And also, Ellen DeGeneres posted a picture on Instagram, and my poster is right smack in the middle. So the fact that I had like a full screen of just my extremely excited face is like absolutely unreal to me. But yeah, it was so crazy. If you ever get the opportunity to go to the Ellen show, definitely do it. It was so worth it. Me and my mom did fly out to LA for the show. Like, that was the only reason we flew out. There was no other reason. So yeah, I am so thankful and so happy I got to do it, and I wouldn't have changed it for the world. And I can't believe that I get to check that off like my bucket list now. Like, that is honestly something that I have dreamed of doing for years, and I get to just knock it off the list. So if you guys have any questions about the Ellen show and what it was like, if I missed anything, then make sure to comment them down below. And of course, subscribe and turn on post notifications for new videos every single Wednesday. If you guys missed my video on Saturday that I uploaded, I know it's a random Saturday. If you guys missed the video on Saturday that I uploaded, then make sure to go check that out because I opened a P.O. box. So I'll leave the address to my P.O. box in the description below, and you can go check out that other video because I talk about some other really important stuff in it. And yeah, if you love the Ellen show, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. I feel like I covered everything. I'm not too sure if I did. If I missed anything, I'll update you guys. But I told you, I have not done a storytime video, I feel like, in so long. I feel like it's been at least like a month since I've done one, and that is a long time. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Wednesday with a new video. Bye!